Yeah.
This is Chris Childs getting ready to perform on Drunk Sports Talk. 1, 2.
I'm very upset, man, and that's a long-winded way of saying I'm very upset. I'm very worried. The name of the show is going to be called Panic Button. I'm worried because we look good, and a four-game skid, losing to pretty much what is our new rival, is cause for concern for me. And if I'm Knicks fans, I'm very worried. Q, I know I took a little long to get to my point, but what the fuck do you think is going on, and what is your take on the Knicks, my guy?
I think our number two option is making up excuses.
Cat?
Yeah, I think he's using the new system and as an excuse, because I wasn't really even worried like with the 3 game, because we didn't lose bad by the Spurs. You know what I mean? It was what it was. Then we play the Hawks, and then we lose by like 10, and then it just looked how we looked. It was just maybe a bad game. We played the Sixers on a back to back, and I'm like, all right, but we still look like shit. We definitely should have beat the Hawks regardless, but we didn't have our whole team. So
Jalen Johnson was getting busy on
yeah,
it.
we didn't have him, so we didn't have our whole team either. Josh Hart is there, but you know that Sixers game is like, okay, hold on, man, like. Maybe we're just tired. You coming up, you got to come up with some type of excuse as a fan, right? If you're a professional athlete, there's no excuses. You just got to do better, right? But the Piston game, now I'm worried, man. I don't think it's time for us to panic yet, but yes, I'm very worried, especially dealing with, with our number 2 guy, blaming it on the system. Homie, like, you played 22 minutes and had 6 points and just as many turnovers. How you have 6 points off of 4 shots, 6 turnovers, and 1 rebound being a 7-footer? That just shows, like, if it comes down to a nitty gritty, and we know what the Detroit is like. This is supposed to be our time to say, yeah, everybody said we're supposed to be finals contenders. This is our moment to do it, and we did not do it. We did not go out there and portray ourselves like a team that's going to get us to the finals. We did not. Like, because when it comes down to these type of playoff games, every one of those games are going to be like how it was last night. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be physical. Like, did they totally forget about what the series looked like last year in the playoffs? Like, this is just one game. You know what I mean? Understandably, it wasn't Detroit, but, we got to be better. Like, we're not playing fast-paced basketball. We're not playing no defense. I could understand. I could even see why Jalen Brunson is playing iso ball, because he's the only one scoring. It's like, if he's not scoring the ball, we probably losing by 50 points. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting really worried. And another point is just because, like, we understand Hart is not there. But we can't say that Hart's going to come back. He ain't 15 automatic. You know what I mean? I understand he brings different energy, but Hart coming back, like, that's sad that we have to wait for one of our bench players to come back to give us energy to win games. I know it's gonna be defensively, and he's the soul. Hart is the heart of the team. But that shouldn't be the reason why we're losing some of these games, because he's not there. Because a great team learns how to win through injuries. A great team doesn't have to worry about, oh man, like, we're always losing by 20 and we're coming. I'm tired of that. Like, that's not a great winning team to me. That's not a championship team to me. I understand we're the greatest at it. Hey, we're the comeback kids in the NBA. I don't want to be the comeback. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the comeback kids. I want to be the New York Knicks team that when we're up by 20, we win by 24. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be the team that's down by 20 and we win by 6. You know what I mean? I'll take it, a win is a win. But yeah, it is getting me worried. And with Cat making the excuses with the system, I could understand in the beginning you make the adjustment. It looked like they were already adjusted after about 30 games. They looked like they were gel, like as you were saying, looked like they were gelling. Now for everything to unravel all over again and everybody just look confused and nobody's playing defense. We're not being physical. We're not getting these rebounds. We can't be that team that says, "Oh, well, now it looks like they don't even know what they're doing all over again." Let's just blame it on the coach that just got here. Oh, let's just blame it on the rookies that are playing and maybe getting additional minutes. I think it's just Mike Brown seeing like, "Hey, if the starting like Mikal Bridges, where does he go?" Like I'm tired of these inconsistencies with these guys. Like, if our second
Yeah.
option is not doing what he needs to do as a second option, that means our first option got to work even harder. That means our third and fourth option better be averaging what they're averaging. And I don't see OG and Bridges in these past couple of games doing what they average. They average 15 and 16 points a game. They're not looking like they. Yeah, that's averaging for so far. But then they have a shit ton of games where they average. They'll come out and give you 6 or 7. Like I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. They need to do better. And Jalen Brunson, the captain that he is, he don't make excuses. He knows we have to figure it out. We got to go out there and just be better. We're not going to go out there and say, hey, yeah, we're still adjusting to the system. That's some corny shit, Cat. You know what I mean? Like, that I don't fuck with. That's soft. That's just softness from me, bro. And I stick up for you because you are probably one of the better centers in this league. You're definitely the best, you know what I mean? Big guy shooter in the league. That's without a doubt. We know you're talented, but go out there and show it. Show out there that you got your captain's back. That you're gonna be able, like, on the days where he's only scoring 15 points and shooting horribly, you're gonna be able to consistently go out there and do 20-25 and
Yeah.
adjust to the core. And I think that's where they're having another issue as well. Like I still think that with Mike Brown's tweaks, they're shooting a lot of threes, but they're not really realizing when the threes are not going down, they're still taking them. They need to understand, nah, let's just try to get a better shot. Let's try to go for a 2 or drill down, drive to the basket and try to get an easier shot. Don't just shoot. Because I think it was if the Sixers game, they must have shot like 6 3-pointers. They were only down by like 5 points. They shot like 6 3-pointers in a row. And like I think 2 of them were air balls. Like, they just got to be better and make better decisions. Like I said, I'm passionate about this shit, and I might sound like I'm blaming them, but they got to do better because they're a way better team than they are on paper, and I believe it, and they can still go to the finals. But now they got to show and prove because last night, a lot of believers are getting worried, and that's not what you want to happen in this type of Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? Like, there's too many good teams in this division, and they can quickly fall apart. Boston Celtics are already in second place now without Jason Tatum. Like, that's how quick things can
And
just
without Porzingis.
yeah, and without Porzingis or Luke Cornett, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's crazy.